So Utah was redistricting, but it wasn't where they're grossly changing the maps very much. They're slightly changing the maps just because we've had a tremendous amount of growth, massive amounts of population coming in, and our primary population is across the Wasatch Front. So to kind of spread out the population amongst the representatives, they were just moving some of the borderlines. They weren't really changing the map at all. And right now the map is set up in kind of a spokes, if you're looking at spokes on a tire. So that each representative, we have 5 representatives, so there's 5 districts. Each representative would have both Wasatch Front, which would be city, inner city type of representation, as well as they would have rural. So you'd have both. All 5 representatives have both. It wouldn't be a representative wouldn't have all city or all rural. You have to have both. So there's sections of Wasatch Front, and then there's sections of all the outlying land here in the state of Utah. There's this third-party company agency, as well as the Democrat side, took it to court and said, no, you guys are gerrymandering. When there was no gerrymandering at all. They were just redefining some lines according to population. The map is almost identical to what it was before.
But it was really brilliant to take that opportunity at that moment that they
Which
saw an
is what they
opening
did.
where we can get some
Which is
change.
what they did. They wanted change. And so they took it to court. So the Utah 3rd District Court Judge Dianna Gibson, which you're seeing a picture on there. So they took it in front of the judge, and the judge says, well, I don't like this. I think it's bias. When it wasn't bias, it was pretty similar to what we've always had, just a couple of lines being moved just for population reasons. And then she kind of put some deadlines out there to say, okay, we need to redo this. We're going to give the state legislature some options to put in some new maps. But I also want these completely third parties who are non-elected people. They're just random committees that people are putting together that are deciding what the maps are going to look like. So this random committee submitted some maps. And we know the random committee is heavily financed by the left, and most of the financing in that committee are out-of-state investors, out-of-state people putting in money to do this redistricting. And what they did is they created what we would consider a donut hole. So normally it was all these spokes, so you'd have part of Wasatch Front, part rural, but now they've kind of
The hub of the wheel.
the hub of the wheel, which is Salt Lake City proper, which we all know is heavily Democrat. They said, no, we want Salt Lake City to be its own district, which would, in essence, guarantee a Democrat.